spring break is more than bikinis and beer bongs. There's big bucks behind the spectacle, and students are willing to shell out top dollar for a good time.
They do spend money. The typical spring breaker can have as many as 3 to 4 credit cards. The economic impact of spring break to Panama City Beach is estimated at about $150 million. So it's a great piece of business for us.
Because they're so willing to spend cash, students become targets for swindlers offering deals too good to pass up.
Spring break is a great opportunity for scams and all other types of crime because you have young people, high schoolers, college kids, whether they want to believe it or not, very often very naive and not very street smart.
One of the most common pitfalls, shady bargain basement travel packages.
It ranges from outright fraud to a company that's not fully disclosing everything in their advertising. And what's more often the case is that there is misunderstandings that come up between what the buyer thinks they're buying and what the seller thinks they're selling.
When students deal with crooked agencies, they often end up in limbo at the airport. Or worse, they miss out on spring break entirely.
You know, that's great, but it's really disappointing that you can't, you know, rely on these companies.
For a while there, it was like we didn't know what to expect next.
Worst travel experience of my life.
A mess.
A ripoff.
Big ripoff.
I'll believe that we're going when we actually get into the air. This is my last spring break of my college career, and they've kind of destroyed it for me.
Even if travel goes according to plan, there's plenty of other ways students get hustled.
Hotels sell packages. They don't sell a room price, they sell a per person price. It'll say $400 per person for the week, but there's 6 kids in a room. Spring break promoters, they'll rent out a club and they'll charge 20 bucks for all you can drink, but then they'll only have like 2 flowing taps. Everybody's making money on the kids.
It's not just students who get taken for a ride.
It's right on the edge of being totally out of control.
When spring breakers collide with other vacationers, the impact can be tragic.